Hi guys, welcome to Marriage Exposed. I'm Dr. Roz.
And I'm your man Kil. We back with our series on the 7 reasons why y'all need to come see us.
Yes, come see us.
Or to get some type of counseling.
Yes.
Number 6, when the only resolution appears to be separation. There are a lot of couples who have gotten to a point where it's just like, okay, maybe we just need a time out. Maybe we just need some time apart. Maybe we just need some space. To kind of get away and just hit the reset button. Me personally, my personal opinion is I've never really been a fan of that because I almost feel like it's just moving away from the problem.
The problem is still going to be there.
Right. It's just a situation where, but I understand. Let me say that I'm not saying like, oh, I don't get. No, I understand why it looks like this is the best situation because we're just fighting. We can't get along. You know, we want to stay together. And it kind of goes back to what number 4 was when the partners don't know how to resolve their differences. Yeah. When you don't know how to resolve your differences, you then begin to just do what you feel like you have to do to survive. So to make this marriage survive, I feel like what I have to do is to just get away. Maybe some time away from him or her will help me get my mind together and give him or her some time to get their stuff together. Then we can come back and try this again. But at the end of the day, the problem hasn't been solved. You're literally just, what Naomi will do is just throw stuff in the closet like I did as a kid. You're not cleaning your room. I mean, you're moving them. All you're doing is moving the mess.
Yeah.
And eventually the mess is going to come right back out. So it's one of those things that...
And even if you move on to another relationship, if you never resolve those issues, you're still taking that mess with you.
Right. And then I think one of the big things is just... Pastor had given us this advice when me and Tia got married. And he was saying that it's important as family members that we don't support that kind of behavior. And what I mean by that is that I know couples, like, you know, that the husband will call the mom, like, Mom, I'm coming home for the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, my wife's getting on my nerves. I'm coming home. And the mother's like, okay, come on home. And it's like, nah. Like, no, you know.
Not unless there's like a serious
right. Like, unless it's some abuse or something like that. But if it's just you not getting along with your wife. Shit, I got on my
nerves.
Yeah, nah. You got, man, you a grown man. You need to keep your butt, you know.
And work your stuff out.
And work this stuff out. But that's what a lot of us do. And I remember when, I think it was my roommate in college, Kirk. I think he had schooled me that, like, his dad had never, you know, growing up, you always hear about, you know, the man getting in trouble in the marriage and getting kicked out the bedroom. And he was like, my dad ain't never get kicked out the bedroom. Like, that's his bedroom. Like, if she want to leave, that's fine. And that's the rule I've lived. I have never slept in 13 years. I ain't sleeping on no couch. Yeah. That's my bedroom. If you don't want to be around me, then you go sleep on the couch, which has happened. But I'm sleeping in my bed. I don't know about you. That's your decision. I ain't getting kicked out. I'm not going nowhere. You know, if you choose, that's on you. But I say that to say that because when we don't know how to work out problems, that's just what we do.
Leaving seems easy.
Right.
Leaving is
easier. It's easier to do, to just leave. It's easier to just get away from the person. It's harder to stay. And this one really connects with number 4 about not knowing how to work out the problems. Absolutely. So this is where it's just it goes to show you this is a great example of how, where if you kind of had a way to work out the problem.
If you came to therapy.
Right.
When you were 1, 2, and 3, you never would have got to 4, 5, and 6.
Right. That is a good point. Look at you knowing how to add.
Yeah. I'm smart.
But all that to just say is that, you know, that separation, in my opinion at least, isn't the key to being able to solve some of the problems that you guys may be going through. And like I said, you have some couples who separate and it's like, well, this is it. You know what I mean? We're out. And then you have some couples who separate just on some old, you know, and it may not even start off as a separation. Like, I can say one thing that T and I have never done. We've never spent the night apart on some angry stuff. Like, I'm going to my homegirl's house or I'm going to my man's house.
Well, that don't make sense to me.
You know, but it can start like that. And then a day just turns into 2 days. And then it turns into a week. And next thing you know, it's been a month. And I'll just come home and get clothes when she ain't home. And, you know, everything like that. And, I know, and there's couples who do this who have kids, and that affects the kid. The kid sees, like, where's daddy and where's mommy, and, you know, what's going on. So, you know, we have to be mindful about, you know, what decisions we make and how we make them and everything like that. And like I said, I know it may seem good at the time, but it's why I always think we can't be emotional when we make our decisions. You know, we can't be emotional because it's usually an emotion that says I'm leaving in the first place. You know, and then it's, you know, then it becomes the stubborn of I want to go home, but I don't, you know, I ain't kissing her butt, and I ain't, you know, she ain't asking for me to come home, so I'm not gonna be the one to step
Somebody
up
gotta be a winner
and say I want to come home, and you know I miss y'all or whatever like that. And before you know it, it just becomes easy because then you get used to not being around the person.
Yeah.
Then it just becomes okay, cool. I don't have to be around you. You know, I don't have to be with you. I don't have to come, you know, check on you. And now I'm doing my own thing because
I ain't got to think about you at the end of the day.
Again, I don't know. I'm gonna assume that if couples who do that and who separate, I don't know, and then they very well might be. And if you do, this would be my advice to you: that you're praying, that you're fasting, that you're looking for some type of, you're going to counseling by yourself. You're doing something to put this marriage back together. That's a key. That's a key. That it's not just okay, I'm out. Let's go.
But
to
I
our
think
separate
most
corners.
people separate.
But that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I think the idea
when you
of
separate,
separating
it's
is
now, are you trying to figure out what's next for your marriage? Or are you out at the club?
You're right.
Are you trying to figure out, are you going to
Right.
counseling to figure out what your issues are? Or are you making it rain down in Magic City?
Are you making it worse? Are you
Right.
making your situation worse?
So that's my thing that, you know, fine. You know, I know folk who going to say kill Roz, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm out. You know, I disagree with y'all. That's cool. But then my only advice to you while you're disagreeing with us is, because we ain't always right. You may be right. You know your marriage. If you think you need some time off, I'm just saying that if you take that time off,
she cray
during that time,
they got to go.
During that time, you should be trying to figure out what's next. And I know a lot of people are now like, bet he's out, he's gone, or she's gone. Now I can do me, and I'm going type thing.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is a question I always ask my clients, especially when children are involved. Are you okay with somebody else coming into your house to raise your kids? And if nothing else stops you from making that move of separation, ponder a little bit on that.
Yeah. So that's it for us for this app. It's short and simple.
Sweet.
You know what I mean? I'm your man, Kil.
I'm Dr. Roz.
Marriage Exposed. Keep it locked.